Dudes and dudettes of YouTube land, it's Frank with What's the Point EDC. I told you what was coming up next, didn't I? Oh, I'm going to remain true to this one, you guys. Let's go ahead and get that CJRB Pyrite out. Let's see what this AR-RPM9 is working with after the recent discoveries that we have found about the steel. Now it's time to put it to the test and see if it is as good as they say it is. We don't know. Well, we're going to find out. Let's go ahead and get it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do this test the same way we do the other ones. For every 10 cuts we do, I'm going to mark one line on this piece of paper. I'm going to use 1/2-inch twisted sisal rope. We're going to stick to a 1-inch portion of the blade. I'm going to try to stick right there. And we're just going to see what this thing's got. Put it in the comments. How many cuts do you think it's going to get? I want to know. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. There ain't too much to do about this. Now, I did put my own edge on this. Keep that in mind. Yeah, it wasn't very sharp from the factory, though. Not at all. Now, honestly, I'm not feeling a whole rack of bite. That might not be a bad thing, though, because it's not taking a whole rack of pressure. It just doesn't have that extreme bite. Still cutting cleanly. Let's go ahead and mark us a thing down here. 10 cuts down. Stay to the end because there's a lot to be said in this video, and we're going to say it. So I got this knife. I really bought the knife mainly because of the steel. I was under the impression that this right here was a powdered metallurgy steel. That's a budget steel. It was similar to 9CR18 MOV, so that's what drew me to the knife. I really like the shape. I really like the action, so that was all icing on the cake. Okay, I can tell you guys right now that it is taking a lot of pressure to do this. My hand is definitely taking that punishment right there. I may or may not put a glove on for this one right here. It's definitely pretty punishing. Let's go ahead and mark another line down. We got 20 done. Let's see if it'll still cut clean. No hiccups, no hanging. None. Now, I do typically start the cut when I do my paper cutting. Start it a little bit before where I actually use the blade. And I do that for two reasons. One, because I can hear how it's doing. And two, I can feel how it's doing when it goes from sharp to the used portion. Just wanted to clarify that. As you can see, I grabbed me a quick glove. Oh my God, that's so much better. Oh yes, that does not hurt at all. Oh, I know what I need to start doing from now on. I need to start using a glove. Definitely taking a lot of pressure right now. I mean, a lot of freaking pressure here. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had an emergency real quick. I have no idea how many cuts we were. I think I was at 6, maybe. So we're just going to say 5. How about that? All right, let's try this now. You know, I had to take a mandatory break. That's how these things go. Anyway, so I've never used AR-RPM9, so I really don't know what to expect at this point. Obviously, this is a voiceover, so I know how it ended. But right here at this point, everything's going good so far. I am having to use a shitload of pressure, though. It's getting very hard. I mean, it's hard to cut through. I don't know if that's due to my edge or not. I may revisit this. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to go ahead and do one more cut. We're going to test it on a piece of paper, and we're going to see what we got here. This is getting very hard to cut. It's becoming pretty hard to cut. It's taking a lot more than I think it should. I got to do a whole lot of sawing. with a lot of freaking pressure. I'm talking a lot. This is what I've had happen several times, where it just seems like the knife or the steel loses its like bite, almost like the teeth aren't being. Whoa, that blade is freaking warm. Wow, I wish you guys could feel that. That is a very warm blade. Interesting stuff right there. I don't really know what's going on here. We'll mark another line down. That's 30 cuts right there. We'll just use this. I don't know where that piece of paper I was using went. Sounds 100% fine. Okay, there's a little something. Not nothing at all. That's like literally nothing. Got to do things the hard way before you can do it the easy way. Let's continue. Glove on, let's go. I hope this thing doesn't have many more cuts. I mean, I want it to have more, my body doesn't.
Before we go any farther, I just want to say, after I do this video, I am going to do the Send Cut Glide Strike. It's 9CR18 MOV. I just want to see what they're going to compare like. They're pretty even on the blade geometry, though the Pyrite is just a little bit thinner behind the edge than the Glide Strike, but they're similar.
Wow, that's only 4 cuts, and I feel like I just did 40. That's crazy. It's so much pressure. I mean, we're talking like crazy pressure here. Dude, with this, with steel not wanting to seem like it has good bite. I mean, it's still going to cut the paper just fine. I know it is. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Still has life. It still has life. We're only 35 cuts in, and it just doesn't want to cut. It's so weird. I mean, but it's still cutting paper just fine. I'm going to continue, but good Lord. Maybe this is my edge not being right, but this has happened on knives that I had sharpened at a knife shop. So I don't know. I really don't.
After doing this video, I went and did a little bit more testing, and I found that if I angle my setup right, where I can get the most amount of power with every cut, I can make it so much easier on myself. I just wanted to say that, and I am going to work on that in the future videos to make it easier on me and to make these videos a lot faster, because they are pretty long videos. Okay, right here's where I had to censor myself. The knife had me a little stressed out with how much force it was taking. Like I said, I have to come up with a new way to do this to make it easier for me.
I don't know what the count is. We're just going to go ahead and do, let's do one more. Call it 10. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You guys know this shit ain't rocket science. We got 40 cuts, y'all. Will it still cut the paper? I know. I'm thinking that it will. No problem. I'm gonna keep on going. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can put enough of my body pressure on, because if I move this camera to a way that I could actually use my entire weight, I will be able to get a lot more done a lot faster with a lot less effort, because I will be able to use more weight. Kind of like leverage. So I can almost push through there. Let's keep it going.
Here very recently, there's been some negative things to come out, some very questionable things, I should say, about Artisan Cutlery and CJRB's AR-RPM9 steel. Now, I'm not going to get into it in this video. I will link the video that I just did about that subject in the description, and I will put Larrin Thomson's video in the description as well, where he goes through all the details and breaks it down. I just want to test the steel, and I'm learning a lot about different steels with these rope tests right here, that's for sure. Channel announcement for those who are still here. I got a whole bunch of high edge retention steels coming, some unique knives, awesome stuff coming to the channel from Timbo 437. I'll link him in the description. Don't forget now, next up is the Sun Cut Glide Strike 9CR18 MOV. We're going to see which one's going to be better, AR-RPM9 or that 9CR18 MOV.
Gave that last cut that old twirly whirly motion. Trying to get more torque and cut through easier. Did it work? Hell no. Shit. We got 50 cuts, y'all. I think we might have 45. We might have 55. Somewhere in between. Who knows? Who gives a shit? This freaking knife is warm, though. I need to get better paper. Oh, yeah. I felt that. Oh, yeah. I felt that. Oh, we need to get better paper. All right, here we go. Man, that's a bad angle here. All right, so I can cheat and I can go. I can. Oh shit. Might not be over. Wow, it might be 50. Hold on now, what we got going on here? I think it still has life left. That's catching, ain't it? It's catching, ain't it? Yep. I guess that's it. I don't know, you guys. I might have to revisit this and do this again. I want to say it's just not fully reliably cutting it. You see where it hangs up every time. I don't know, you guys. Let's right there every time. You can hear it. Let's call it, you guys. 50 cuts. By the time I'm done with this video, I may or may not go ahead and check it to see exactly how many cuts I did. I don't know. But so what we got here, we got 50 cuts. I'm going to redo this. I don't know if this right here is going to be set in stone number. I do know that I've got a 800 grit edge on here with a ceramic and then a standard green compound stropping. Nothing special, no full-on mirror polish, no, it's not very toothy. It's right dead smack in between. And I think that's a good place for AR-RPM9, even though I'm finding out that it's not what I was thinking that it was and that what they said it was. That's not, that's still, it's still fresh in my mind, so I really don't know exactly 100% how I feel about that. But you guys see, we got 50 cuts right here. We got the big 5.0. Hey, look, it's a very budget steel. It's not a powdered steel. I've been doing a lot of powdered steels here lately, so yeah, we're going to do another budget steel. Next up is going to be the Sun Cut Glide Strike. Be ready for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoy doing these cuts. Sometimes it gets frustrating and a little bit tiresome, but you know how it is. I appreciate you all. Fist bump to you. If you're an addict, never quit quitting. Stay strong and live long. If you're struggling with bad thoughts, reach out and talk to somebody. It is okay to talk. Never quit quitting and never give up. Take it easy and stay greasy. Peace.